You're so cool.
Yeah, if you're just listening, you missed.
Yeah, and if you're watching,
great
wow,
hand
aren't you
gestures.
lucky?
And we just gave young people's perspectives and helped shape the show.
You never see a show being developed. You never see the direction and the production and Mark writing it. Like,
I'm so sorry, Jasmine. I just know through a lot of the people that were on the project, if there wasn't like things like help with the transport or help with food and stuff, then they wouldn't have been able to realistically get to and from or be able to eat throughout the evening, and they just wouldn't have got amazing experiences that we got through it.
Where's the effing creativity? Thank you very much. I've been practicing.
So, hello you two.
Hello.
Hello, it's lovely to have you here. Do you want to say your names? Let us know who you are.
Go on.
I'm Lottie.
I'm Sam.
Hi, Lottie and Sam. We're really pleased that you're joining us today. We're doing a bit of a special episode. So this episode is about a very special F. I don't know how. F.
You're so cool.
Yeah, if you're just listening, you missed.
Yeah,
Some
and if you're
real
watching,
Great
wow,
hand
aren't you
gestures.
lucky?
F.
You're still doing it.
I think that's sign language.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So this episode is all about the big F of funding. It plays a massive role in Highly Sprung and what we do and the impact that we have on young people. And we've brought you two together today because you were part of quite a special project last year, and that was all thanks to funding. But before we ask you a bit more about that, we're going to ask you to join us by saying the title of the show.
Yay.
Which you already practiced? You know it?
I haven't practiced.
You haven't practiced?
But I don't
You
need
know
to
it.
practice. I'm ready.
He's ready.
I'm ready.
What
Well,
about you?
I'd hope I know it.
I'm going in with confidence, but I'm
Okay.
not sure.
Mark will give us the lead in.
Welcome everyone to.
Where's the effing creativity?
Woohoo! That was very
that was
good.
so
really
fun.
good one. That's
like
going to be
that.
snipped and used for all of them.
There you go. You've just become
made it.
the title voices. So, yes.
That's
So,
it,
as I
life
said,
complete.
you joined us this year as part of a really special project. It was a project that we'd never done before, working with young people in a completely new way. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about that project and maybe your experience or your roles on it?
Do you want to go first, Sam?
Okay, so we were part of the Co-Creatives company. So we were young people that helped work with professional artists that were creating a show to be toured around schools, and it had a focus around like for GCSE students, so people going through exams, and we came in like once a week. It was once a week?
Twice.
Yeah, twice a week.
Twice a week, see?
Yeah,
It was
commitment.
it was a while ago, but it was fun. And we just gave young people's perspectives and helped shape the show from a different perspective.
Yeah.
I don't know if Sam's actually said what the project was called. It was
Oh, yeah.
Anthology.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
So it was to do with, I think it was to do with like the new set of poems that had come out for the poetry anthology. So
Do
it's
you remember
pretty-
what the set of poems was called? No! Oh,
I'm
no!
gonna go,
It began with... Do you know it?
I'm going to go for Worlds and Lives.
Yeah, I was going to test
Oh,
it.
well,
Yeah, it was Worlds and Lives.
It was Worlds and Lives.
I
knew
studied
that.
something else. But it was pretty interesting because it was like a whole new set of poems to me. Maybe bar one or two. I don't know. But I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
same.
they were basically all new poems to me. So it was good to go in with like a fresh mindset of like these are new poems to me, because when you're learning poetry at school, like poetry, English is probably like my least favourite subject. I'm not like a wordy person, so it was like good to go in with like a fresh mindset of like I'm not being forced to do this.
Yeah.
Like this is not being jammed down my throat. I'm choosing to do this. Like it was nice to have that like freedom of like I know I'm choosing to be here. I'm choosing to do this, and like I think Anthology was just a good opportunity to like see poetry from a different light and stuff like that. And I gained a better appreciation for it because it was like I just saw it from a different view than just being like analyse this.
Especially when you got us to like explore the poem through physicality, and like that definitely helped give like a new perspective and understanding of the poetry. I enjoyed that.
So what kind of roles did you take on during the project? Because you didn't just come in and tell everyone what to do.
No, so I had the role of a bit more of a directing point of view, so I was thinking of it more in that kind of light, especially as it got later on in the rehearsal process, and the show was developing, and I loved coming back each week or each time we came back and seeing how
Twice
and seeing how it had developed since the last time I was there, and then giving notes and feedback, and then seeing that implemented the next time we were there. It was really something special.
Yeah. I think, like, I looked at the slightly technical side of it, but I just enjoyed seeing the show develop, like, and see how it goes behind the scenes, because apart from the shows I've made, like, in, like, Sprung Youth, spoilers, apart from the shows I've made in Sprung Youth, like, you never see a show being developed, you never see the direction and the production, and Mark writing it, like, I got to see some of the creative process of actually it being written.
I know, I was going to come back to...
Yeah.
Who did you get to work with?
Jasmine Gardozzi,
Who
was the Birmingham Poet Laureate and is now moving on to much bigger things by the looks of her socials.
And what was that experience like, working with a Poet Laureate?
It was really interesting, actually, and it was nice to see them, Mark and her, working so closely together to create the script, and the script wasn't just a script, but the way they, like, wrote poetry and incorporated movement with words, with normal speaking and then poetry. It was really nice to see get it developed and have an input on it as well.
Am I right in thinking that actually, Mark, you coached the group of young co-creatives to actually write a section of the performance?
Yes, we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
I can't remember what poem was it. Was it? Oh, it was
Louis'
Tell Your
one.
Face.
Yeah, Tell Your Face.
And
Whenever people say "tell your face" now, I just think, like, tell your face.
Yeah.
Like, whenever
Tell
I
your
hear it in
face.
daily life.
Yeah. Tell your face.
Tell your face.
So it came at a point where Louis' character, I should say, was being asked to be something that he didn't feel comfortable with, and it tackled into that whole toxic masculinity and people demanding something of him as a young man. And we spoke about that, and actually a lot of those words and a lot of the sentences and phrases within that poetry and spoken word came out of your pens, which was really exciting.
And I think, Lottie, I don't know, I might be wrong, but I think at the time that might have felt like one of the most challenging aspects of the project for you.
Yeah, like, I'm just not one with words. I never am. Like, writing an application for anything, doing, like, English, anything like that, I'm not a wordsy person. So it was a lot, not like pressure, but it felt like a lot of pressure, but you created, like, such a good environment for me to do it that, like, when I went in, I was like, especially doing it with Birmingham's Poet Laureate, I was like, this is a lot of pressure, but it was, like, it was fine.
But I mean,
lots of Lottie's words ended up like word for word.
I'm going to be honest. You're right. There wasn't much on that page, but what was on that page was golden, and it was beautiful.
It was lovely.
And what did that feel like, being able to see your words up on stage, knowing that you have that, I don't want to say barrier, but that struggle with that sort of English, if you like?
It was just, like, different.
Yeah.
Because you never see, like, your words on anything.
Yeah. I hope you feel proud, because you smashed it out of the park. I'm really, really proud of you. Yeah.
And that poem was definitely one of my favourite moments in the performance. So
it was a lot of you as well. It wasn't just
I
not
think
just me.
it was all
it was everyone that was a part of the co-creatives.
Yeah.
All helped, and I remember we were having some really great conversations as a group about everyone's different perspectives on, like, masking and having to at times be or do things that you don't really feel like is you. And it was interesting to have so many different people resonate with such a similar feeling, and then to visualize that through the performance. It was quite incredible to watch.
Yeah, I was just going to say it was nice to see, like, different perspectives, because especially Sam, you brought it from, like, a male perspective, like, which is kind of how it was coming from within the actual show, but, like, we were thinking of it from just our perspectives, but it was so great to just, like, meet new people and just see everyone's different perspectives.
I'm going to just quickly circle back to one of Sam's proudest moments when he asked, when are we going to meet the Poet Laureate?
No. See, I was giving Mark little eyes earlier, but I thought it wasn't going to get mentioned.
No, we have to mention it. We have to mention it.
I think the context is everything within any sort of situation and joke. He actually asked that question whilst in the car with the Poet Laureate.
See, I must have missed it when you did the introduction, or maybe I was
That
tired.
you've been
that day.
working with them for a 2-hour session.
Oh,
And Jasmine absolutely loved it.
I'm so sorry, Jasmine. You're great.
I'm sure she'll forgive you. I was going to talk about another moment for you, Sam. As the kind of the production developed, there was a moment when you'd been given a whole scene to look at, and you were working with one of the other co-creatives who was looking at choreography, and you came in to look at direction, and we took a real moment there to kind of step back and to hand over that responsibility to you, and you were working with the 3 professional performers. And I think that moment, like, we really saw you have to deal with, like, wow, the weight of the responsibility. And I wondered if you could just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it definitely felt empowering to be able to have so much influence on how the scene developed. And there were definitely times where I found it more challenging because we were working with a group. I never wanted to feel like, I was taking too much of a lead, or like not giving people like the opportunities to have an input. So that definitely, it helped me learn how to like balance that of like helping lead the direction, but also giving everyone an opportunity to help create. But I honestly think since then, especially like through college, I've taken a lot more steps in like leading my directing skills. And I think it mainly started through this project, and it was really good for me to learn, and it was like the stepping stone which put me on the journey that I'm on in like the creative arts nowadays, and I love it.
It's interesting, isn't it? So that funding has allowed you to further your sort of want and drive to work in the arts sector. But Lottie, am I right in thinking that you're still not too sure what you want to do, whether it's arts-led or not?
I am actually leaning towards that now. But
Oh,
yes!
no!
Go on,
What have you
this is
done?
a mic drop moment.
but more for like film and TV I'm looking at. So
Did you interested in working on the technical?
yeah, in like production.
So maybe this project kind of
So
started.
it was actually helpful, like, because I was looking at theatre as well, but I'm like focusing more at the moment on like film and TV, and it was a good. I didn't know at the time. I literally decided this probably pushing 2 months ago, but yeah, it was just so interesting to see all the different parts of like creating a show. Just like when you got, is it called Tom? Your music.
Tom was our composer.
Your
Yeah,
composer.
Yeah.
Tom
He's like-
Haynes, brilliant composer.
You got Tom in, you got Arnhem in, you had obviously your performers, you had Mark and Jasmine, your writers. You were
Floating about, drinking cups of tea.
No.
Directing.
Yeah. And then
And
you had
fundraising.
Yeah. You had your choreographer as well, Steffi, stuff like that.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just so many different aspects you don't even consider has to be
And
sorted
Nicola,
out.
the designer,
Yeah.
with our wheelie boxes.
The wheelie
The
boxes.
boxes which still make an appearance today
yes.
in like so many shows.
So apart from the art sector, you kind of destroyed my question, Lottie.
Sorry, well, I can
It's
pretend
okay.
I'm not.
No.
No, I'm going to do.
She's been won over. It's a good
It
thing.
is great.
Going to
But
do biology. Or there you go.
I was going to look for what other transferable skills that funding has allowed you to gain. So it's not just those skills that you're going to use in that art sector or whatever it is, but what else have you gained from that funding of the Anthology project?
I think it's developed kind of my teamwork. Like, I feel like every project I do with Sprung, it develops my teamwork because you have to work with other people. Like, you can't do everything on your own. But it's developed, like, also meeting new people because there were new people. Like, I know Sam, but I was working with new people and also new, like, adults and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I think it improved, like, my confidence of just coming into, like, it was a professional environment, really, and just having the confidence to put my word in, even though I'm like, I'm just 17. I'm just, I'm just here to not hang around, but I'm just here to
Here for
to
the free
learn.
food.
Like,
Yeah. Free food
well,
was great.
Yeah, the food was excellent on that project.
What was the Chinese? Ooh. And I'm assuming that came through the funding.
Yeah.
It's important
It's-
that funding makes sure that your tummies are full so that you can work positively.
But that funding is about allowing people to overcome barriers that they might have to allow them to do something they may never do.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
you got to work with professional artists.
Yeah.
You got to increase your confidence, work on that speaking, that language, and
Yeah.
how you're expressing yourself in the world. But also the barrier. What happens if you can't come because you can't have lunch or anything like that?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Highly Sprung take that away.
Yeah.
And so we can focus on developing you as young people, as opposed to worrying about all the hassles that we have in our everyday life. And life is tough, right?
Yeah.
So I've got a question which you can both give an answer to if you would. Why is it important that projects like Anthology are funded in the future?
Well, I just know through a lot of the people that were on the project, if there wasn't like things like help with the transport or help with food and stuff, then a lot of the people that were a part of the co-creatives wouldn't have had the opportunity, because they wouldn't have been able to realistically get to and from or be able to eat throughout the evening, and they just wouldn't have got a lot of the amazing experiences that we got through it. And yeah.
I think Mark almost answered your question before you even asked it. Just that, like, it provides people with an opportunity that they wouldn't otherwise be able to get. Like, I know I was almost apprehensive to do the project because I was like, I do so many things with Sprung. I like have the access to so many opportunities that I was like, I don't want to do another one that someone else could have this opportunity. But Sarah said, like, Lottie, there's a space left. She, like you said to a couple of people, there's a couple of spaces left, and it's a couple of days before. Do you want to do it? And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. But it was just like, yeah, it just gives people an opportunity that they wouldn't have, because you just have to pay for everything nowadays. So
Well, we're very glad that you both took that opportunity and really excelled. You didn't just come along for the ride. You were a massive part of shaping what we're really proud of as a performance, and that it's going on tour this autumn. So
Can't wait to see it.
your work is touring around the country so that other young people can see it. So thank you so much for that. So we're going to finish by asking a very important question. I hope you've been thinking about it. Are you ready? What's your effing creativity?
you can go first, Sam.
Okay. Well, previous to this recording, I had a couple ideas.
Oh,
And then
done his homework.
I found out that they've been taken
Oh.
in the recording session while I was here. But I'm going to go for fearless,
Nice.
because I think what creativity is at its core is exploring things that shouldn't be perceived as possible or wouldn't have been thought of without the freedom and expression of creativity. And the best way to push those boundaries is by being fearless and exploring things that other people won't, because they think you shouldn't or you can't. And through creativity, you actually can.
Love that. That's lovely.
It's really nice.
Well, I also had one in mind, but it might have been said. So I think Friends is maybe my effing creativity, because you can't. It's very hard to do stuff on your own. You've got to have friends around you to inspire you and to help you be creative.
I love
So
that.
Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you both. It's so nice to be able to have a catch up about a project that I think was so special,
Yeah.
and that we're really excited about seeing again. And
Can't wait to watch it again.
it wouldn't be what it was without you, genuinely. So thank you so much, and thank you for giving your time tonight to meet and talk with us.
Absolutely.
been
It's been a joy.
Thank you for having us.
And whether you know it or not, that Anthology project and the funding that Highly Sprung has got has had a real impact in your lives, whether you realise it or not. And hearing you speak so eloquently and so brilliantly about your adventures with Highly Sprung is it's made everything worthwhile. So thank you.
Thank you. And I did actually get a little bit of a tear in my eye. Lottie caught my eye, and I was like, don't. So thank you. Thank you. And we're going to say goodbye now.
Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Bye.
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 Where's the F in creativity?